How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. We are coming at you with some figures from one of my favorite movies from this year. It is Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, one of them wasn't really in the movie very much, but he was in there for a second. First of all, we have Colossus, the deluxe Deadpool Legacy Collection Colossus. And then we have Wolverine and Deadpool from Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, super excited to have these guys. With all that being said, let's take a closer look at the box and we'll get all three of these bad boys open. Whichever order. Yeah, it's gonna be a long video. We'll take a look at these two first. It says Marvel Legends Series, Wolverine, Deadpool for each figure. And then it says Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Studios. Some headshots and branding on the side. On the back, we get some artwork, the blurbs, and the rest of the wave, which is just Deadpool and Logan, which we already have. So check out that video. He's MIA for this video because the body was used for something else. I put the head on another Logan body. But yeah, let's check out their blurbs. For Deadpool, it says, having hung up the Deadpool suit after a midlife crisis, Wade Wilson is forced to wield the katanas once again to save the universe and finally find a higher purpose. A broken and shame-fueled Logan reluctantly joins Deadpool's side to fight for their survival and a shot at redemption. Here's this side. Tops are the same, bottom as well. And then we've got Colossus, Marvel Legends Series, Marvel's Colossus, Deadpool Legacy Collection. The figure is in the box. We get a headshot and some branding. The other figures, some artwork and a blurb. Colossus is a towering, virtuous mutant known for his organic steel body, which grants the immense strength and durability, which grants him immense strength and durability. Here's this side, top, bottom, and with all that being said, let's fucking go! I like the background on Deadpool's box. They got a portal and a rainbow and Wolverine's claws and a unicorn and Deadpool and all that cool stuff. But yeah, this is just trash. As you can see, we have all three of them out of the packaging, and they're all really impressive. Like, they did a great job. We'll start with Colossus because he's the biggest. You can see, of course, his body is silver because he's made out of metal, and then we've got that red down there on his bodysuit, which is also nicely sculpted. All the details and all the head sculpts are nice. I don't know why Ryan Reynolds won't give his likeness for Deadpool, but it's okay. There's custom heads for that. We've got the X symbol down there on his belt. It's all new sculpt. Of course, he's got some combat boots and his big silver hands and just a lot of sculpting, a lot of paint detail. Well, not a lot of paint details, but like the details that are there, they're done well. So not a whole lot in there. Do we have paints on the boots? I don't know. Let's see. No, they didn't paint any of the buckles or anything, which would have been nice, but you can see the paint does at least continue to the back of Colossus there. And then moving over to Deadpool. I don't think it's reuse of the original one. I think it's an all new sculpt. We have the original right here. For certain reasons. I mean, yeah, he just seems to be smaller. So it's an all new sculpt. But the colors are brighter. We've got some gold accents instead of silver, and all those are painted down there on the buckles and all that. I do have the extra Deadpool hands from that Deadpool, so I'll probably have to paint the metal parts on the back of the gloves to all be gold, just because this is my new Deadpool, because he looks great. We've got his katanas, his holsters, his pistols, his knife. He's got all of his gear that you would expect for Deadpool, so quite a few accessories. And then coming over to Wolverine. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. I'm getting them a little bit later than some other people. But the sculpt is wonderful. The paint is glorious. We have Hugh Jackman Wolverine in his classic, quote-unquote classic, because it's, you know, upgraded and updated for the MCU, but his classic comic colors with the blues and the yellows and the blacks. And it's perfect. It looks really good. And that head sculpt is amazing. And so is the other one that he comes with, but we will go over accessories later. So that being said, they are definitely a good-looking group of superheroes from Fox's X-Men movies. Checking out the height of our three figures here, we'll check out Wolverine first because he's closest to me. He stands a little over 6 inches, like 6 1/4 over that to the top of his cowl, but we're not counting that. Colossus stands at about just about 7.5, a little under 7.5 if I'm off. And then Deadpool stands at about 6 1/4. For the articulation, we will start with Colossus. We have the head forward and backward and side to side. I'm glad they went back to the ball and socket. It just works better in some cases, especially for bigger guys. Shoulders come over 90 degrees. We do get a bicep cut and a butterfly joint. Double elbows that work beautifully. And then wrist pegs also. In the torso, we get an ab crunch, which does not have very much forward or backward. And then a cut at the waist. Legs come forward to the side. We do get a thigh cut and double knees. He can kick his own butt with ease, and we get boot cuts and rockers. So Colossus has some pretty good articulation for being a big boy. He's got all the double joints that you would require from a Marvel Legends in 2024. Now, if I can fix his boot to stand up. There you go. Now let's grab Wolverine. Oh, I'll have to heat up those head fins a little bit. They're a little bit bent, but forward he goes that far, backward that far, to the side we get decent movement there. Shoulders come up 90 degrees. The shoulder pad does get out of the way. We have a bicep or butterfly joint, bicep cut, double elbows, which work beautifully. And then we get wrist pegs, of course. We get an ab crunch down there, so no ball socket. We get a waist cut, legs come forward, to the side, and back. We get a thigh cut, double knees, which are very smooth and very butt kicking easily. No boot cut. What is with Wolverine and having no boot cuts lately? We do get rockers at the feet and all that, so at least we get that. But no boot cut, really? That's unfortunate. But he poses nicely and he stands too. Lastly, we will check out Deadpool. So starting at the head, we have forward, backward, to the side, which he does have the ball socket and peg. I think Wolverine does too. Not ball socket and peg, but double barbell peg. Butterfly joints. Shoulders come up over 90 degrees. We get a bicep cut and double elbows. Ab crunch at the waist. No waist cut because his belt is blocking that. Legs come forward. To the side is also blocked because of his holsters and his pistols, but we do get a thigh cut, double knees, which are nice, and no boot cuts, but we do get rockers. So, you know, we get basic MCU articulation. They like to take away that boot cut on the MCU characters, and which is more realistic. I get it as far as the cuts and the look go, but it just takes away some of the articulation. Not that it's a gripe, it's just making a note. So yeah, let us check out their accessories. Checking out the accessories, we will go over Colossus's first, because yeah, he's just in the back. He's bigger. He's the ever-living presence in this video. So we do get an alternate head sculpt. All these come with a decent amount of accessories, which is nice. We get an angry fighting Colossus face, which is really nicely painted. Really good sculpt. We get two gesturing / holding hands because he has two fists right now, and that is because he comes with his little book, which says Mutant Mutandis. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's like the X-Men guidebook or code line, and we get some little words there, so you can hold that and read it, just like in Deadpool 2 and Deadpool. For Wolverine, first of all, we get an alternate head sculpt, and this is the one that he comes with right here, and then this is the Deadpool and Logan head sculpt, and they are slightly different. It looks like one's the one with the Deadpool and Wolverine is a little bit bigger. The expression is slightly less like sad. It looks like more determined and less sad. So they are different, unless it's just the paint that's making it different, but I think the sculpt is different as far as the facial expression goes. Like, they're both not bearing. It would have been nice if one of them had bearing teeth like this one, give us a little bit of different head, but they are kind of different. So, and I saw a robo say that it also sat differently, so that was the Deadpool one, and if you put this one on there, yeah, it's actually tighter than that one, so I don't want to push it all the way down in case it stretches the peg. But it's different sized ball peg, which is also interesting, and you can almost, it's even a different shape. It's not that it's even a different size. Like, if you can see that has like indentations on the side, so that's kind of weird. And then he also has, he has his gloves out. Where did it go? There it is. We also get two of his claws out, and then two with claws in. One is like a come over here finger, not a trigger finger, and then the other one is a fist. So that is cool that we get those, and they have the sockets, the adamantium sockets on his gloves for his claws as well. So those are Wolverine's accessories, and then Deadpool has the most. First of all, we get some trigger fingers because the katana blades are way too small to fit in these hands. So we have that for his Desert Eagles, and then we have, as I mentioned, his katanas, which people said they got stuck in the back, and I do have that problem as well. So when you put them in here, be a little bit careful pulling them out, maybe heat it up, because they do tend to get a little stuck in there, but they do just slide in there pretty easily as far as putting them away goes. So we have those. Well, it's not fully on there. There we go. So we have those, and then we get 2 Desert Eagles, and unlike the first release with the 2-pack Negasonic Teenage Warhead, you can take these Desert Eagles out. I had to like cut the glue on my first release Deadpool, and then he also has his little knife down here, and I know it's new sculpt because the knife socket switched sides. It was on the holster socket, it switched sides, it was on the other leg for the first release. So yeah, and you can just tell it's different, but hopefully that knife doesn't get stuck like the other one because the paint just completely got stripped off of it. And yeah, that is their accessories. So first of all, here they are with the original Deadpool 2 release. The Legacy, well, it's not the Legacy, it's the original X-Men Origins Wolverine release with the Headpool 2-pack Logan head on there, because Headpool is right here. And then of course there's Colossus. So yeah, of course this one's also not pinless, so that's another way to tell. I mean, the arms are, right? Yeah, the arms are pinless, but the legs aren't. So they could have reused the arms, but they didn't as far as this, because they're just smaller. Here they are with Domino and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and then with Cable, and yeah, I think that's good. So with all that being said, y'all, I will say that these 3 figures are totally worth it, because they're totally worth it to me. I love the movie, gotta have the figures. They're all pinless, they're all great, they all have great accessories, great likenesses. So yeah, all around A+ on this wave. I'm hoping they do the rest of the characters from the movie, because those were like spoilers and they didn't want to spoil it. So, you know, it takes like a year or so for them to make those figures. So hopefully they will do that, and hopefully you will like this video if you liked it. Hopefully you will subscribe if you're not subscribed. You'll check out my 2 giveaways. We're doing giveaways at certain subscriber mile marks, so check those out. Check out my Patreon. It's $1 a month for early videos. Do all that stuff. I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye. Stay safe, stay brave, and just keep your head up. I love you. Mwah.